So what's up? That's Christian Montalvo. Oh wait, is that Rocky? We're about to come back with a
What's
live
up,
action
man?
roleplay skit. Let's go. Be back in 60 seconds.
We are live. Bruce Buffer here, and we're being broadcast around the world. Thanks everyone for joining us on the Solar Objections live action role play. I have the pleasure to introduce a big UFC fan, fellow poker player, Solar Pro, and my friend Solar Joe.
What's up, everybody? We are back on another week, another episode of the Solar Objections live stream. And today we have another live action role play with somebody you might all know, Cristian Montalvo. He has been in solar for the last 2 years. Before that, he was a mortgage loan officer, former new home builder, sales counselor, entrepreneur with MLM background, motivational, inspirational speaker. And he's going to be coming on in a few minutes. But before that, we're going to do a little skit with one of his characters called Rocky. And sorry we got started a little late, but Christian was closing a deal, and we all know homeowner comes first. That's what we're about to do right now. So once we'll get into the role play, and then afterwards we'll do a Q&A with Cristian Montalvo. So we'll get started right away. Let's get into it. Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, every rose has this.
I'm sorry. Hey, I didn't mean to disturb you. Actually, I'm just running late. I'm going down to one of my referrals down the street. I just noticed your roof was empty. I don't know if you realize how valuable that space is. Is there any reason why it's empty?
Um, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess every roof is like that, right?
Until you, well, this is what's going on. I don't know if you know, with your local utility, you have a couple of options with your electricity. You can either rent it, or you can actually bring your electricity bill down to $10 a month if you have a solar system. It's called the net metering.
$10 a month? Damn. That's crazy, man. That's good stuff, though, bro. So
And what I'm doing,
what's this metering thing?
yeah, so actually, a lot of homeowners don't realize it. If you notice in the neighborhood, homeowners are getting more and more solar panels. And a lot of homeowners don't realize there's actually two options you have with the utility. You either
All
can
right.
rent electricity, or you can get net metering and generate your own electricity for a lot less than you're renting it.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. I've never heard of met metering. Is that what you said? Met metering?
It's called net metering.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
what happens is they actually can now put solar panels on your roof and now take the sunlight and turn that into electricity.
Bro, I've seen that on my neighbors. He's got that glass, kind of like shiny like this. He's got the glass stuff. That's what it's for.
That's what it's for. Actually, it's taking sunlight and turning it into electricity for you. Why not? Why not look at your options and know that you need electricity no matter what, right? Everybody is using electricity. It's about how do you want to get it.
Bro, I need a lot of electricity, man. I'm in my studio right now. I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm like, it's rocking and rolling, man. It uses up a lot of juice, bro. It uses up a lot of
Right.
juice, right?
What instrument do you play?
I play the guitars, man. I've had my band since 1981. We're just starting out. What are we, 2021 right now?
Yes, 2021.
Hey, man,
Hey, you know what?
we're
I
that
actually play
close,
instrument
man.
too. You're
We're
this
that
close?
close. We're that close to having that hit, bro. We're almost
Hey,
there. Just so you
actually,
know, I do birthday parties and bar mitzvahs. Is anyone's out in the, if you know of anyone?
yeah. Actually, I play an instrument too. I play the piano. I play the
Oh man, I
keyboard.
thought you were gonna say you were gonna have your bar mitzvah for a second. That's
Maybe
crazy,
that
bro.
too.
You play the
Oh
piano.
yeah, I
Okay,
play
that's
the
cool.
keyboard, and that takes up a lot of electricity, right? Everything
Right,
takes up electricity.
right. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. That's my impression, bro.
All right, we need to rock out together, man.
For sure, for sure.
So I don't have much time right now. I have to get to my referral down the street, but I just
Wow.
wanted to make sure I can get you the information and show you options. Are you have some time available next week or in the next couple of days?
Yeah, man, but I don't know you from Joe down the street. You got a business card you can give me, bro?
That's funny. Actually, my name is Joe. And yeah, I have no problem giving my business card. But actually, I'm actually running right now. I'm coming back in the next few days anyway. And what I'm doing is just get you information, just educating you on all your options that's available. And if it doesn't make sense for you, no problem. But at least you know all your options to get your electricity.
Bro, sounds good, man. Yeah, I'm down for that, bro. I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. So real quick before I go, I know I'm running late here though, but how long have you owned your home?
About 5 years now, man.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
at your roof. It's beautiful. Lots of sun direction, no trees. That's amazing. So, what
bro.
is your average electricity bill?
I actually got this brand new home from a new home builder. Great guy. His name is Cristian Montalvo. Awesome guy.
I
I
heard of
bought,
him.
I bought the house about 5 years ago. It's got a beautiful roof, bro. Yeah.
Hooray for those new home builds, man. That's why you took great roof space. There's no vents. I mean, it's perfect for you. But you have to have meet some criteria. This is not for every homeowner. You have to use enough electricity. So, what would you say your average electricity bill is?
Man, really about 180, 220. It's always around there, man.
Oh wow, 180. It's
Yeah.
about $200 average, something like
200
that.
average, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that's about $2,400 a year you're spending on electricity. That you're throwing that money out and not getting anything in return.
Man, I never saw the big number, the big picture. Now that you say it that way, that's a lot of money, man.
I'm telling you. So the only thing I need just to make sure we can qualify you. Do you know how much electricity you used in the last 12 months?
Man, I couldn't tell you. Well, 2,400, I guess.
No problem. Let me help you out with that.
Yeah,
If you actually have your power bill, do you usually go online or do you get that in the mail?
man, I get that online, bro.
Also, would you mind just go online really quick and I just want to check out how much electricity you're using to make sure you can actually qualify for the solar system?
Yeah, man, for sure. I got my phone right here. Hang on, man. All right, I pulled it up.
You got it? All right, awesome. So if you do, just take a screenshot and just text that over to me.
Okay, screenshot, and then what? What's your number, man?
530-760-7974.
All right, man. Looks like you got it. So what's next?
Actually, there's one more thing, even better for you. On top of the solar, we might be able to make you some more money. I'm not promising you, but if I was able to lower your mortgage, include your electricity bill, and I get extra money from the government, would that be something interested in?
Bro, that's mind blowing, man. For sure. For sure.
Well, all I need is one thing, because if you have your most recent mortgage statement, do you usually go online for that too, or is that in the mail?
Yeah, man. I actually got one right here somewhere.
Bro, like with this information, we're gonna be able to show you all your options available. I'm not saying you can definitely do it or what's available for you, but I'll get everything set up for you. I'll come back in the next 2 days. I got Thursday or Friday available, which is better for you. Let me stop back by.
Hold on, man. Let me get you that mortgage statement. I think this is it.
Sure.
Oh no, man. This is something someone left behind. But I didn't want to talk to those guys. But I like you, man. I like you.
I like you too, man.
Yeah, let me go get me that mortgage statement for you. And then what do you want me to do? Take a picture and then what? Send it to you?
Yeah, take a picture, text it right over to me, and then I'll send you, get all of your, everything ready for you. So I'll come back and lay it out for you, see exactly what's available to you.
All right, for sure, man. Yeah, I can do that. I dig it.
And we're closed. Bro, you made it so easy for me, Rocky. All right, I'm gonna lock the door. I'm gonna close the door. All right, here we go. All right, everybody. That was Rocky, the man. We're gonna get Cristian Montalvo right on right now. But as we're doing this, guys, get in the comment section. Say what's up to Cristian. Go ahead, ask him questions, objections, and we're gonna get engaging here. I don't have all the questions, so jump in there with me. Hope you had fun with that one. But if you guys want your name shown, make sure you go to the bottom of the post, click on the StreamYards link to give us permission to show your name. Or just say Facebook user. All right. So with no further ado, here we got Cristian Montalvo.
Hey guys, how are you? Hello everyone. Thank you for having me on, Joe. Really appreciate it. That was a lot of fun, actually.
That was awesome, Cristian. So thank you so much for doing that. I know that was kind of the spur of the moment, trying to have some fun, trying to be creative. That was great, man. So I want to kind of just talk to you a little bit. I know that you have a background in different fields, and you got into the solar industry a couple of years ago. But I want to just kind of do a Q&A with you. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a Capricorn. I'm single. I like long walks on the beach. I'm a dog lover, not much of a cat lover. But depending on the girl, if she's a blonde, redhead, blue eyes, I mean, I'll take a cat anytime. So,
I don't know if you know, we're talking about solar.
Oh, man, you said you're going to ask some questions. I was like, all right, cool. I'm off to the races, bro.
Here we go. Let me get started. Solar Pro Q&A. All right. So first, we got some comments in here. First, we'll get in there, and then I'll get into some questions for you. Actually, you know what? I'll ask the question first, and then we'll get into the comments because not everybody knows who you are, Cristian. I know you. I've been following you. I met you. You're an awesome person, charismatic, speaker, motivational, funny, and you know your stuff. You're a hard worker. But tell us a little bit about what you did before solar and how you transitioned into it really quick.
Right. So my professional background is sales and marketing. That's as easy as I can probably explain what I do. And the reason why is because I've had different opportunities. I've been an entrepreneur. Some things good at, some opportunities came and went, some failed, some startups. So I know a little bit about everything, if you will. I'm
a little bit about everything. I like that.
Yeah. So it helps because a lot of people ask me, how do you know video editing? How do you know content? How can you speak so well? How can you train? How can you this? It just comes with experience. It comes with a lot of failures. It comes with a lot of missed opportunities. It comes with being able to wear different hats, especially when you're a business owner. You want to, save as much money as you can. Then you learn how to edit, how to publish, how to graphic design, how to video. You learn to do a little bit of everything. You learn how to attract people. So my experience, if I could sum it up, it's been in sales and marketing. I've done everything from loan officers, call centers. I've helped sell Chapter 11, 7, 13 for bankruptcies, loan modifications, debt settlement, student loans. So again, I've been around the block. I've actually sold grass over the phone, believe it or not.
Wait. I want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. Like grass or grass?
I've sold grass to commercial properties. I've sold grass to residential properties. Yeah. So I have vast experience over the phone and in public. I've sold timeshares. Now, my career, my profession, I should say that very confidently, is going to be solar for the next 15, 20 years. We're going to ride this wave as long as we can. There is purpose. There's an intent behind it. It's not about the money. It is about a mission to live this world a better place than what we found it. I've got a daughter, and I'm assuming one day, someday, I'm going to have grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So I want to make sure that we are able to impact this world in a very positive way to, again, leave this world a better place than what we found it.
I love it, man. I can tell every time I talk to you, you have that passion, man. So I want to jump into the comments really quick. And everybody, come on, throw your questions in there too, objections. But we got some fans who want to jump in. We got Facebook user said, hey, it's my Theo.
Hey, I don't know who that is. Oh, maybe the Theo guy. Yeah. That's funny.
Kurt Bradshaw says, this is hilarious.
Kurt, thank you. Appreciate it.
Justin Henson said, is this Chief Marin's son?
I don't want to be Tommy Chung's son. I'd rather be Chief Marin's son, yeah. Well, they're both kind of the same.
Thank you. Facebook user, hi, Joe, love you. Oh, good to know. Facebook user, show your name, though. Get your name shown.
Cool.
All right, Javier Garcia, way to go. Good job.
Javier is also
Great
known
job.
as the Boom Shakalaka Man from Corpus Christi, Texas. Thank you, sir.
He also said St. Augustine grass or question mark.
I know all about it.
We got Facebook user said boo. Not sure. All right. And Javier said, I love the way you related to him. Awesome, Javier. Thanks for watching, man. Facebook user put hands up. All right, so we got a question. If you want to jump in here with an objection, you want to handle an objection?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Facebook user. How do you overcome the we don't want any changes objection?
Changes to what?
So like, I'm fine paying my bill. I've been doing it. It's been easy. I have no problems with it. Yeah, it's getting expensive, but it's easier. Why should I change what I'm doing?
Absolutely. And I think one of the biggest fear factors in the world is people don't like change, sometimes because they don't understand it. My job here really is not to sell you, especially at the door. My job is really to educate you the reason why you should be going solar. I understand you don't want to change anything, maybe because of the finances are good, but do you understand that on average, every 2 to 3 years, we're going to see inflation of at minimum 4%, not to mention the inflation with your current utility. So what you're paying today may not be the case in 5, 10, 15 years. One of the things that we do, again, by educating you, we can educate you that you can lock in today's low rates for the remainder of the term.
Thank you. Thank you, Facebook user. A great objection. Get some more in there, guys. Go ahead. Get in the comments. Get some objections there. All right. I'm going to throw some questions for you, Cristian.
Sure.
And, I appreciate you getting on here. I know you just closed the deal and we got here. We have an hour, but I'm going to try to get as many questions as possible. So don't mind me, okay?
Go ahead.
All right. So not everybody starts right away with success in solar. Like, especially when you have other industries and you're doing a jack of all trades and then you get into solar, it might not work for the first couple of months and then you quit. Why do you think you were able to begin with so much success in your career as opposed to maybe others that don't?
Because I built a lot of great relationships in my previous experiences. I come from the new builder world. So I had access to a lot of realtors, brokers, agencies, brokerage. And let me start off with this. I was working for an attorney once when I used to sell bankruptcies, Chapter 7, 11, 13, debt settlements, loan modifications, and refinances. And one of the things that he told me impacted me forever. He said, Cristian, if you work from the heart, the money will follow. So one of the things that I've always done is I've always worked with integrity, with honesty, and I've always done right by the client. With that being said, when you build relationships through previous experiences or previous opportunities or previous employment, you're able to quickly and successfully talk to someone, have an informative education or conversation with someone because they like you, they love you, they trust you. It's easier for me to relay the information on why a real estate agent should have their customers or their clients going solar. They trust me, therefore they're going to trust me with their clients as well. So building relationships, working with integrity, working from your heart, and always doing the right thing by your clients, you're going to build strong relationships. And no matter where you go, they're going to follow you.
100%. And on top of that, it's the best thing to sell. If you're selling other stuff, whatever it is, when you go to solar, you're like, this is way better and I make more money. That's a great way to start a career, right?
Right. I'm having a lot of success attracting different. In fact, there's a couple of brokerages that we're their preferred solar experts.
Nice.
They encourage all of their agents to come through us because they entrust us with those agents. Some of those agents not only are referring their existing client base, but they're like, hey, how can I do this? And then we've attracted them to join the team as well. So when you put yourself in a position of being a person that is trustworthy and people like you, love you, trust you, they're going to do business with you.
100%. All right, we got some objections in the comments. Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, Felice Garcia said, hi, Joe, love you. I guess that was Felice, love you. All right, and we got here Andrew Solarman Mantia. He wants to know, how do you handle the objection? I'm thinking of moving within a year.
Okay. Mr. Smith, are you certain that you're moving in a year?
Yeah, pretty much, but you never know. But that's my plans right now.
Great. So one of the things that I want to do, Mr. Smith, is I want to be able to give you a free energy savings report. And if we're able to save you or slash that bill in half, let's say your bill is $300 and we slash that down to $150. If I was to save you $150 for the next 12 months, would that be something that would be attractive to you?
I mean, yeah, why not? But I don't want to have some long-term deal though.
Right. The reason why I'm asking that is because 150 times 12 is $1,800. Is there anything that you think you might be able to do with $1,800 aside from pretty much throwing it in the trash? Because if you notice with your local utility company, in fact, let me ask you this. Do you think there's an end date for your contract with your local utility company?
Oh, no, ever. It's going to be forever and ever.
Right, right. So the difference between what we're doing and what the energy company is doing is there's an end game. There's an end benefit. There is a lot of different benefits. One of them is not only saving $1,800 in the next 12 months, but our agreements are designed to roll over to the new buyer. And did you know that the National Association of Realtors, NAR.com, you can look this up yourself, says that an energy efficient home is actually 17% likely to sell faster than one that isn't. I'll give you this example. You've got one house and you have another house here. You can get them on the screen. You have house A and house B. They both have the same square footage, bed, bath. They all have the same features, except this one you're paying $300 and this one is $150. Which one do you think is going to sell faster? Because you're telling me you want to move, and if you want to have a speedy, fast closing, then maybe going solar. Not only are you saving money for the next 12 months, it's probably going to sell faster and be more attractive to those people that want to conserve energy.
I agree. Thank you, Andrew, for the great objection. All right, now we got a question for you, not an objection. Lay down. All right. Mark Anthony Bonias, what's up, Mark? All right, he wants to know, how do you keep the new guys hyped up when they're not making anything on their first month?
That's a great question. The number one thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you have some sort of launch. Make sure you have a launch party. Make sure you sit down with that new consultant and say, hey, give me your top 10 people that you think would be interested in going solar. Give me the top 10 people that are entrepreneurs, business owners that want to possibly join your team. Because you want to be able to give them success as quickly as possible. You want to make sure that they get paid as quickly as possible so they stay hyped up, they stay motivated. Training is a big part of launching someone and building a team. So you want to make sure that you do that as soon as they sign up. Make sure that within the next 24 to 48 hours, you can sit down and give them that proper attention, get a game plan going, ask about long-term goals, mid-term goals, short-term goals. Ask how much money do they think would be something reasonable for them to go in this new venture. And then you reverse engineer it. If you want to make 100,000, then we've got to break that down, whatever your commission is for the particular company that you're working for. And you reverse engineer how many sit downs you need to have, how many calls you got to make, how many texts, how many DMs on instant messenger. And then we figure out how many sales we need to get them those particular achievements. But you have to make sure that we do the short-term goal thing, because one of the things that you said is the first month. We should have success for them within the first week. If you're a month in, they're going to get, especially if they're not entrepreneurial, especially if they don't have any sales or marketing background, they're going to find themselves a little bit lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know what their next move is. They don't know if they're going to get paid. So we want to make sure that we nourish those particular relationships and right off the bat, get a game plan going for them.
I love it. You know, like my answer would just be fill up the pipeline. Start getting the pipeline filled up so they see some light at the end of the tunnel. You know, yeah, you might take a little while to get paid, but as long as it starts filling up and then it starts pouring out, that's where they can be look forward to, right?
Also, memory jogger, friends, coworkers, neighbors, people that you worked with in the past that are homeowners, people that are struggling because of COVID and they need to minimize some of their expenditures. You want to talk to those people. I mean, realistically, leads are everywhere. Leads are at your last barbecue. Leads were at Halloween. Leads are going to be at Thanksgiving. Leads are going to be at Christmas, because you're going to meet other people that come over with family or friends. And it's just about having a conversation. The easiest lead you can get is very simple. Do you think you're paying too much? Would you like to save? Have you noticed a recent increase in your utility company? Those are all questions that are going to lead into that conversation. Another thing is be very genuine. Ask them what they do. What do you do for a living? How long have you been doing that? Do you enjoy it? Because what's going to happen is everything that you're asking them, they're going to mirror back to you. Oh, actually, I'm a professional solar consultant. Oh, I've heard about solar, but I don't understand it. Oh, great. So one of the things that I do is I'm here to educate the public. By the way, are you a homeowner? Conversation starts there. You got to leave.
Mark loved it. He says, "Thanks, that's dope. I'm gonna have a party. What's up, Joe?" What's up,
You know
Mark?
what? He's onto something though. So if someone is new to the business, maybe they want to call their friends, family members, co-workers. They want to have a little sit down at a coffee shop, or you want to bring them onto your living room, the old-fashioned way, belly to belly. And then you have a professional, someone who's been in the industry a little bit longer, someone who could be your mentor, talk about the opportunity. That way you could either start building a team, or they could talk about the benefits to a homeowner, because you're going to get one or two things. Let's say you get 5 or 7 people at your business lunch. You've got some appetizers, some foods. You say, hey, I'm going to have some pizza. Come watch the game with me. And what's going to happen, you're going to get one or two things. You're going to get either a customer because they are homeowners and they want to save money, or you're going to get someone that's interested in the business. And if your company has an opportunity to grow a team, you're going to get one or the other.
That's a good point. I like that. I appreciate it, Mark. Thanks for the question. Keep it coming in, guys. Keep the objections and the questions coming in. I have some for Cristian also. Felice Garcia has a question for you. Are you ready? All right. Felice wants to know, how do you make sure a new office in a new city is successful? You want to answer that one?
Maybe I need a little bit of background. A new office? Are you setting up for business in a new office?
Yeah. So let's say like you're going from Arizona, Phoenix to Texas, San Antonio. How do you make sure that you're set up for success in that new city?
Pre-market and pre-launch. So before you even get there, you start putting the buzz out, get a flyer, start sharing that flyer. So for example, if I'm in San Antonio, but I'm going to be making a move to Phoenix, Arizona, I'm going to join those Facebook groups in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm going to join as many as I can. I'm going to make a big buzz about it before I get there. 30 days out, I'm going to send out a flyer. Hey, join us for a grand opening. We're going to have refreshments. We're going to have entertainment. We're going to have raffle prizes, door prizes. I encourage you, if you're a business owner, come network with us. There's so many different ways that you can do, but I'm always very big on pre-launching or pre-marketing when I'm going to either have an event or when I'm going to make sure that I am at a conference or anything like that. For example, we're going to a conference training, a Super Saturday in Dallas. I've started asking people on my Facebook, who do I know in Dallas? Because it could give me an opportunity to either talk about solar for their own home, or it could give me an opportunity to talk about to them about what it is that I'm doing and see if they want to join my team.
Also, I'll also add in there, make sure you learn the local utility, because utilities are completely different in every area, and make sure you know it like the back of your hand before you start selling it. That's my biggest piece of advice, I would say.
Good point. Sorry, I was thinking more of the marketing side of it.
No, both. I just wanted to add that part in too, on top of what your answer was. It was great. And Felice said, yes, exactly. That was the question she was asking. Awesome. All right, bro. I got a question for you. So if you have somebody new on your team, because that's what we have. We have new people come on our teams all the time, and they're just looking to get the most success possible. What kind of advice would you give like a brand new person entering in solar, just to make sure? I know that you talked a little bit about it, but what would you give their advice to get them started with as much confidence as possible?
Keep it super simple. Simplify everything. Nothing. So we have different personalities. We have those people that want to know everything about everything. They want to know about the battery, the inverter, the panels, what kind of panels, the wattage. And I get it. I'm the type of guy, go sell this, and I'm running. I'm just running. Little information. I go out and I sell it. Some people want to know a lot about a lot. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we have different personalities. What I see commonly as a mistake is all the knowledge that we have, when we're talking to someone who doesn't know what an inverter, kilowatts, hours, we start to verbally throw up on them. And what they do is, now I'm really smart and I'm making you feel kind of dumb, and you shy away because you're embarrassed, and now you don't want to, you kind of repel those people. So the best advice that I have is to train new agents, simplify it as much as you can. Hey, by all means, go and learn as much as you can about the batteries and battery packs and all that stuff. But when we're talking to a customer, a consumer, a homeowner, We need to make sure we simplify it so we're not using our verbiage and our language to confuse them even further. Because one of the things that I always say about this industry is that I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not a salesperson. I'm an educator. I want to inform you. I want to empower you so you can make a decision, an educated decision. Now, we also have to gauge who that person is, because if that person is just like you and they want to learn, then that's a different approach. But most people, they just want to keep it very basic and very simple. So the best advice I have for someone who's new into the industry, simplify it. The simpler, the better, because when you're explaining it, you're going to do the same thing to that person. You're really going to dumb that down for them.
100%. All right, comment here. Skylar Dyer said, Dallas is horrible. Wait, I think he's from Dallas. I think he's trying to keep people out. How do you feel about that? What's that?
I'm in San Antonio.
San Antonio. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Skylar. Tell me if you're joking or not. Felice Garcia said, KISS. Keep it simple.
Keep it right. Keep it simple, sir.
Sir. I was thinking the right word to use.
Right. The other thing is WIIFM, everyone's favorite radio station. What's in it for me? So sometimes when we're talking, sometimes it's for us. Oh, I'm so smart. I learned this battery pack and this and the chemistry. And, we may feel good about it with our ego and our pride. Oh, I'm so smart. But how are we making that customer, that consumer feel? One of the things that I always do in sales and marketing is I always put myself in their shoes. How are they feeling? We don't want to make them feel inferior because they don't understand the language, the lingo, or the verbiage.
Yeah, they're all laughing. They were saying they were just joking about the Dallas being terrible.
I don't care. I'm not in Dallas.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But just for all those Dallas peeps watching or listening, Facebook user said, Solar Superstar. You got some fans, Cristian.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. So speaking of what you're doing and your solar closing, like, there's so many ways to close solar today. It's not like it was 20 years ago where everybody was just going in-home. So what are you doing, man? What's your ratio of closes between in-home, virtual, phone, text? Like, what you go to and why?
You know what? I've really been focused mostly on, even though sales is a very important part of it, I've mostly been focused on building a team. I've mostly been focused on being able to leverage my time and my effort. There is something called a system. There's an acronym for system. Save yourself time, energy, and money. So if I can go out, just like a broker in real estate, I can go out and make 100 sales, but I would rather have 100 people on my team where they go out and make one sale, and then I'm able to leverage that time. So the other thing is some of you sales guys are gonna probably not like me for this. I've never been big on ratios. I've never been big on data. I've never been big on percentages. I just know that when I put my foot forward, it's got to be my best foot forward for every single presentation I do. I know I should get better at it, but I'm not really big on. And someone asked me that once. They said, "How come you don't keep track?" And the reason why I don't keep track is this. Now, this is my own personal philosophy, and I'm obviously different than everyone else. If my closing ratio for 1 year is, let's say, 33%, I get that data, and then the following year, I'm like, well, my closing ratio is 33%. I think I'm limiting myself or capping myself out psychologically when I do that versus me going out and giving it the best that I can every single time. I'm not sure if that's going to make sense to some of you guys or not, but in my psychology, if I'm telling myself my closing ratio is 33%, indirectly, subconsciously, I got to be at 33 and probably nothing higher. I'm not sure if that makes any sense.
Yeah, everybody has their own psychological tricks to help them motivate and keep them moving forward in the right direction, man. So
right.
Totally makes sense. So, yeah, appreciate that. We got some more comments really quick. Facebook just said, Dallas rocks. We got some supporters of Dallas.
Tell them I don't care either way. I'm not from Dallas.
I know, everybody's talking about Dallas.
Everyone's like, no, Dallas is cool. I don't care.
Javier Garcia wanted to jump in. He said, I love training and building a team.
Yeah. What I'm starting to learn is my team is growing rather quickly. And I mean, it's exploding in San Antonio. Again, because we built good relationships and people are like, oh, you're not in real estate anymore. As a new home sales counselor, I met a lot of people that were in real estate, agents, brokers, sub-twos, and hold and flips and all this stuff, right? And now that they see that I'm doing solar, it's natural for them to ask me why I'm no longer in the industry. And it's easy for me to transition into the reason why. It's easier, it's faster, it's got a purpose. We can save the earth. We're saving people money. There's a lot of benefit to it. There's value. People are like, whoa. Maybe I want to do that too. Great, join my team.
There you go, man. I like it. There's a question here. I'm not sure if I understand the question. Maybe you do, so I'll put it up and let you decide. Facebook user wants to know, how do you take on door-to-door? So I guess, how do you handle door-to-door when it comes up?
You just do it.
You just do it. That's the answer. That's it, right? You just do it. All right, here we go. We got an objection to go. You ready to handle it?
Yeah.
Of course he's ready. Why do we keep asking that? All right, Christian. Facebook user wants to know, how do you handle this objection? I'll be dead before it's paid off.
I hope you're not. I wish you many years of blessings. But if you don't mind me asking, how long is your mortgage?
Another 15 years.
Okay. Do you think you're going to be dead by the time you finish paying off your home?
I hope not, but you never know.
The same thing. I hope you're not dead with solar.
That makes sense. Perfect.
Right? Because Mr. Smith, nobody knows when we're going to pass. Maybe you're going to pass tomorrow. Maybe you got another 40 years and you do pay this thing off. What I want to do is between now and that life cycle or that law of the land where we all have to pass, I want to make sure that you're able to maximize all of your savings, take advantage of the incentives right now through the federal government and also through your local utility company. By the way, we have a Black Friday special. You're not going to make any payment for the next 12 months.
Yeah, let's make the decision while you're alive. Let's save money while you're alive.
Right? That's great. Yeah, let's make the decision while you're alive. But to answer that question a little bit more seriously, let's relate it to their mortgage, because most people, they just moved into a home. They still got a 30-year mortgage. They didn't think about that. That's just a way to kind of brush you off to get out of the door or stop talking to me about solar. But we also need to relate it to the mortgage. Mr. Smith, the reason why you bought a home is because one day you want to own it. Why would you buy a house but continue to rent your power?
100%. People actually get the worst loans in their cars, upside down on it, bad interest, but they're still doing it because it's better than taking a taxi, right? So imagine the difference with solar, how much more money they make with it.
Good point.
Facebook user said, awesome answer for the door-to-door one. Just do it.
Right. And here's the reason why is, I'll give you a prime example. If you're on a cliff here and a cliff here, and you're running, gaining momentum, if you don't jump all the way to make it there, you're going to just die. So the best way to learn how to do door-to-doors is just continuously do it, psych yourself out, lie to yourself if you have to. When you look at the word believe, inside believe, you have LIE. You need to psych yourself out. I'm the best at this. I got it. I'm going to get a bill. I'm going to talk to some people. I'm going to build some relationships. I'm going to go ahead and do a proposal. They're going to invite me inside the house and we're going to talk about their solar. So if you go with the, and I hate to say it, but there's no other way to say it. If you go with the negative mindset, people are going to reject me. They're going to slam doors. They're going to tell me to go pound sand. They're going to throw the dog on me. They're going to tell me to F off. They're going to slam the door on me. Then guess what? We're actually calling those things out from the universe and they're going to happen. But if you tell yourself something else, I'm going to go out and get 5 bills. I'm going to talk to 10 different people. I'm going to have 3 appointments. I'm going to come back tomorrow to do those appointments. Out of those 2, I'm going to get a deal that's going to net me XYZ. Then guess what's going to happen? You're calling that out from the universe. And now that's going to come to fruition as well. So it just depends on your mindset. Make sure you get your mindset right. So when you go out there, you're out there, boom, 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 guns blazing.
Boom, boom, boom. Oscar Hernandez says, great answer. All right, we're getting some more comments in the section, guys.
Here's another thing. When you go to the door, expect them to say no. Expect them to say, I'm not interested. And 90% of the people are going to tell you to go pound sand. If you know that from the beginning, you're not getting there taking things personally and getting your feelings hurt at the first door. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I want to, Oh my God. Now I'm like, what am I gonna do? This whole door knocking sucks. I hate this shit. I'm gonna quit. Right. But make a game out of it. Hey, so let me knock the door, Joe. Knock, knock, knock.
Hello?
Hey, hi, how are you? My name is Cristian Montalvo. I was out with the neighbors talking about net metering and how I could save you some money. I was wondering if anyone has given you a free proposal yet.
No, I got offered that last week, but I'm good.
You did? Okay, was there a particular reason why you didn't want to see how much money you can save?
I was just busy. That's it.
Okay. Are you busy now? And I understand you might be. I'm just going to take about 2 minutes every time and give you some information.
I got 2 minutes.
You got 2 minutes. Great. Let me get right into it.
That's it?
I was expecting I'm not interested. So knock, knock, knock.
I'm sorry. I'm not interested. Just go ahead.
Of course you're not. I wouldn't be there. I'm some random guy at the door. Maybe the kids are crying, the dog is barking, and the dinner's gonna burn. I get it. You're not interested. But can I ask you a question? What are you not interested in? Because I haven't really said anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just not interested in talking to you.
Yeah, I make a ha out of it instead of me being, well, how come you're not interested? Being combative and going back and forth and getting upset. I make a joke. Hey, I understand. Maybe the dogs are barking, the kids are crying, and the supper's about to burn. I get it. I'm going to be out of your hair in about 1 minute. I'm just here to tell you that we were just down the street with Mr. Jones, and we're helping them save money. And we wanted to talk to you about that too. Has anyone ever given you a free energy savings report?
Awesome. I like it. Love it.
You take it and you spin it and you just continue with your spiel. Continue with your door script or continue with just having a conversation with them.
All right, we got a couple of great comments here from Javier Garcia. I wanted to throw it in here. Javier says, everybody wins in solar. The homeowner, the consultant, the installer, and the planet.
Oh, absolutely.
And then he adds, plus, if you pass on your home to your kids, then they don't have to pay for electricity also.
That's for the guy that wants to die, or the guy who said he's dying.
All right. Now we got Michelle Lowry jumping in. What's up, Michelle? She said, I'm glad you're not interested in me because I'm thinking.
I've actually doored out with Michelle. She's a lot of fun. Michelle is witty. Michelle is a master at door-to-door. In fact, Michelle is going to be teaching that particular segment at the upcoming Dallas event this weekend. She's doing the door-to-door because she's that good. Michelle is a master door-to-door professional.
Let's go. Shout out Michelle.
With her, she's fire, bro. And the good thing about Michelle that I also want to maybe relay on here is that she builds rapport quickly. She's witty. She's funny. And that brings the apprehension level down from all of these people who are not interested. Or blah, 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 blah. She's able to turn them around rather quickly. They just have a conversation. I was knocking with her, and then I was going door to door, and I looked back. She's having like a 20-minute conversation, maybe a little bit too long. But she built rapport. They went to the neighbors. They kind of knock on that door, and they ran. And I was like, man, like she's a genius at building rapport, getting very friendly, being like a little jokester, being funny. Because why? We're trying to divert the high pressure. We're trying to divert the intensity of some stranger knocking on my door. We're trying to divert the level of apprehension. We're trying to bring those walls down. And she's excellent at that.
So Michelle said, thank you. I appreciate the love. And actually, speaking of that, Cristian, that's my next question. So it's a perfect segue right into it because you are hilarious. You make me laugh all the time. And humor is so important in solar sales, in my opinion, because if you can make a homeowner laugh, you're one step ahead, right? So how do you use humor in your pitch, presentation, or recruiting, or whatever? Is that something that you plan, or you just kind of just use it for your personality?
I guess the easy answer is I've always been a class clown, so I'm pretty witty. I'm pretty quick. I always wanted to get into comedy. The only thing is that I don't know how to write a 3 or 5 or 10-minute skit, but I'm very quick on my feet. So if anyone has ever hung out with me, if something happens, a situation, something is said, I can make a joke rather quickly. So to me, it comes naturally. But I think also if you practice these things, I think if you do a lot of role playing with your friends, with your spouse, your significant other, and get better and better and better, and learn how to crack those jokes. For example, Michelle, that's a prime example. Michelle said, oh, that's cool, because I'm actually taken, right? At some point, she thought it was funny. Then now she puts that in her arsenal and she uses it over and over and over again. And before you know it, with experience, like that person has said, how do I handle door to door? Go do it, because you're gonna get a little bit of every door. And what works, you put in your arsenal. That worked, arsenal. That was a good joke, put it here. So next time someone says something, you're quick with it because now you put all of those tools on your tool belt and you're able to take them out on demand.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you. You throwing nuggets left and right. That was beautiful. And we got another comment in the comment section. A question for you. All right, here we go. Facebook user wants to know, do you ever get pushback when presenting rate escalations with the utility? I'm guessing.
I don't. And the reason why is this. Again, most people, if you're using verbiage like rate escalation or kilowatt per hour or stuff like that, you might get resistance because, going back to what I previously said, that homeowner may not understand. You and I do. We know the lingo, we know the verbiage. We're in the business. We have to get educated that way. But if we talk about inflation in general, did you know, Mr. Smith, that inflation happens once or twice? I'm sorry. Inflation happens every 2 or 3 years by 4%. That's not including your utility company. They also have their own rates that go up. I think that sounds a little bit different, easier pill for them to swallow when you relate it to a national average of inflation every 2 years. And then you say the utility company has their own rate inflation as well. So I don't get into the rate averages or inflation, if that made any sense. Escalation.
Yeah. He's just saying things that they can't disagree with, right?
Right.
That is solid.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right. So, I know that part of what you do is that you're a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker. Who are some of your people you looked up to or role models in motivational speaking? Do you have people in particular that you looked up to?
So there's something that's very weird and unique about me. And some of you may do the same thing, right? I stopped watching the news a long, long time ago, many years ago. Stopped watching the news because there's nothing but negativity that comes out of it. Doesn't matter what channel, doesn't matter what news source.
So true, man. I agree.
Right. I stopped watching that. Another thing that I've done is that I stopped listening to music in my car. People are bumping next to me and the hits and rap and hip hop and what's new. I go on YouTube and I am listening to Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas, and I could go on, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, and I'm listening to all of these people, and sometimes I listen to them. I listen to that segment more than one time because you're gonna pick up things that you didn't pick up the first time around. I'm also listening to audiobooks, Think and Grow Rich, The Art of War, yada yada. So every time I'm in my car, I literally tell myself in the morning, what do I want to listen to? Oh, Tony Robbins, pop in Tony Robbins. And then I pick a subject and I listen to it. So those have been the major influences in my life. Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins is a big one for me. I don't know if we can consider Grant Cardone a public speaker, keynote speaker, but just the knowledge that they drop, like Gary Vee drops a lot of knowledge. I listen to them anyways because I'm able to take away a little bit of everything and then create my own style.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm a big fan of Gary Vee. Definitely, I learned a lot from that guy. I tell you that. I appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate you getting on here, taking your time. I've only got a few more minutes with you. So I know we talked a lot about solar and about business, but I want the audience to know, and me, more about you personally. Like, what are some of your hobbies? What are things you do for fun outside of solar?
Okay, so we migrated here from El Salvador back in 1981. Civil War broke out. We migrated to Houston, Texas. I was there, obviously, inner city kid, hanging out with the wrong crowds, doing everything that I'm not supposed to do. So right around my freshman year, I got shipped out to California. Went out there, met the Lord and Savior, changed my life around. I was out there for 25 years. I followed love to San Antonio. She's now happily married with 3 kids and a husband, and I'm still single, but that's a different story. So one of the things that she actually got me into was karaoke. I love to sing. I love music. I think music changes moods, changes other people's moods. So depending on how I'm feeling, I'll put a particular song on that'll take me back to a memory. It'll take me back to a place. It'll put me in a different state of mind. So I also like to sing and entertain for other people to change their mood. Typically, I like doing karaoke, not necessarily at a bar or a karaoke place, but I like doing it in front of friends and family, because if they know how I sing and they like a particular song, they're like, hey, sing that one for me, because it brings joy to them. So one of the hobbies that I do is I like to bring joy to people by either singing or making them laugh.
Man, you're an entertainer, huh? That's awesome, bro. Every time I do karaoke, I love it, but the audience hates it for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Well, here's the clue. Here's the clue. When I get on stage, I grab the mic and I'm like this. I'm like, hey guys, how are you? Cristian Montalvo. Listen, the more you drink, the better I sound.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And the better I think I sound too.
Correct. It serves two purposes.
Man, I love talking to you all the time. Every time we have awesome conversations, and I love working with you. Maybe we definitely got to collaborate and do something together for sure.
Yeah.
But what's up with you, man? What's next, man? Like, the future is so bright. Well, what's actually, next for you in the next couple of years or so?
What's next really is honing my craft, being a true professional, being a staple nationwide in solar. I'm building a big organization out here, building a big team. I've been focused mostly on that. Even though today I was running late, I was supposed to be on the show an hour before, but I was running late. One of my good friends, we solar with them, signing the contract and doing all that stuff with the financing. Got a great deal. But what's next for me is I want to be somebody. I don't just want to be anybody. I want to be somebody. And as of now, I really want to thank you, Joe, and some of the people that jumped on. They know who I am, but I want everyone to know who I am. Not necessarily for me, for my ego, my pride, but more than anything, so we can bring that message home to most people. They may be attracted to my comedy. They may be attracted to my video. They may be attracted to my public speaking, my keynote speaking, my presentations, me being on stage, me being on the show. Whatever it takes for them to get attracted to me for two reasons. I help people either save money or make money. And I'm here to serve that purpose. So as of now, I don't have anything else other than I'm 100% laser-like focused in solar. This is my profession. This is what I do. For the next 15, 20 years, we're going to kill it.
Well, I'm glad you got on here and got the Solar Objections group audience to get to know you better, get to know who you are. Definitely people are going to want to reach out to you and learn more about you. So speaking of that, how can anybody want to reach out to you, or what's the best way for them to do that?
I'll answer that question, Joe, but first I got to tell you a story.
All right.
Friends of mine told me, solar. No, it's stupid. I don't understand it. And when I got in, it's like the five guys that Mark Zuckerberg invited to his dorm room to talk about the idea that he had for a social network. And three of those guys didn't show up, and the two that did are now billionaires. Yeah. The other guys are going like this every morning. Ugh. So that's exactly what happened with me. I should have got in earlier. And this week, there was a young lady who's a realtor. I haven't even announced her yet on my Facebook. And I was dripping on her. I was saying, hey, come to this event. Hey, watch this video. Hey, check out this flyer. Hey, go to my website. No. We ran into each other about 3 days ago. 4 days ago. She's like, I'm in. She signs up. The very next day, she's got like 4 bills. She's got 4 proposals. And she's got 3 prospects and 2 more she's going to talk to join her team. She says, I should have done this earlier. I'm like, that's how we all feel. But it's never too late. So, how can people get a hold of me? Cristian Montalvo, Cristian, Cristian. Last name is Montalvo, Montalvo. You guys can find me on Facebook, which is my primary social media. Other than that, yeah.
That's awesome. Javier Garcia wanted to throw in here. You are somebody. Proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
I agree with you. You are somebody.
Thank you. I mean, I want to be like a big somebody.
I want to be bigger somebody.
Yeah. I mean, like,
that'll never stop.
Javier's going to come back with something logical. Well, you can't get any taller. No. I mean, like, I want to be the big somebody. When someone says Cristian Montalvo, it's like them saying, you know Solar Joe? Yeah, I know Solar Joe. I want people to be like, Cristian Montalvo? Yeah, I know Cristian Montalvo. That's what I want.
I love it.
I want to be like you, buddy.
Yeah, no, I want to be like you. I'm on my way, hopefully. But any other last thoughts, bro? Anything else you want to leave with the audience about you, or any nuggets, or anything else that is on the top of your mind?
Do everything 100%. I noticed one thing about my business is when I started taking it really serious, my circle started to get smaller. People started to drop off for a few reasons. Some people, believe it or not, some people don't want to see you succeed. Some people are afraid what you're going to become. Other people are going to support someone else, like your friends and family and coworker, people you typically go to. I'm trying not to do that because sometimes they're going to move away from you in your journey. Make sure that you know what you want for yourself and for your family, and everything else doesn't matter. Put your head down and get to work.
I saw you did a little marketing there too with the hat down. Just perfect.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? We got one more comment. Michelle Lowry said, I'd love to role play with you at Super Saturday in my training. Are you down?
Let me check my schedule. Hang on, Michelle.
You're putting him on the spot, Michelle. You're putting him on the spot.
Yeah, I think I can make it.
Let's go.
She knows I will. She's teasing. She knows I will.
Cristian, you're the man. Thank you so much for being on here. And for everybody watching, we're not done. We got 3 more episodes until I'm taking a break from the live stream. And next week, we got the Panda appointments, getting on the live stream and getting go over cold calling, digital door knocking, scripts, and ideas for you guys. So I'm super excited about having Panda on next week. But Cristian, you are the man. Thanks so much. You promised it. We're going to collaborate, right? We're going to be doing something together, right?
Yes, but I want to leave with one final thought.
Talk to me, baby.
Joe, when I met you, I already knew who you were because of your social media presence and your show and the group. And when I met you, I thought you were going to be a little standoffish, because some people are. Some people get a little bit taste of success, or they're very well known. And you really, really impressed me because you're so down to earth. And you're so warm and caring and loving. And I was like, hey, I asked you a specific question. I was like, hey, Joe, don't you sometimes feel like if you get a guest on and they're part of a different organization or a different team, do you think that maybe people are going to gravitate to them and something that you could have had is going to go their way? And you said something very valuable. You said, I don't think that way. I think in abundance, and there's enough for everybody. All I want to do is be able to share that platform to help other people. And that was deep. That was deep. I was like, man, this guy's the real deal. Grounded, down to earth, humble, and always willing to help the industry and the profession as a whole, regardless of where you come from. And I love that about you, man. Seriously.
Thank you so much. And you're the real deal too, man. I appreciate it. We definitely got to collaborate. We'll work together more. Thank you again, Cristian. You're the man. We are out, bro. Appreciate you. Let's go.